Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time for some purple hair. In the community tab, I asked what you guys wanted to see hair color wise for September, and most of you said purple. There was some other really cool ideas too that I did add to my book, so don't worry. And then purple was the most popular, so I went with purple. I decided to use my Brutfuners, and the reason for that is Brutfuners you can buy in one set, whereas to make a purple with Black Widow, you guys would have to go buy a few sets of their pencils. So unless you already have them, I'd feel bad being like, by the way, you need 4 sets. So I went with Brutfuner because you can buy one set, put them on your wish list, wait for a lightning deal. You get these things ridiculously cheap. So that's why I did that. But yeah, I'm not doing a full-length tutorial this time to save on editing time, your time, my sanity. I love doing hair, love it, but a girl has her limits, and those 4 6-hour hair tutorials that I speed up for you guys so they're done like an hour, yeah, it's a lot, guys. And it's Brutfuners. So let's talk about the Brutfuner Square. Awesome pencil, pain in the butt for hair. Just putting that out there. They're creamy, and as with any creamy pencil, that point does not hold very long. So you do sharpen a lot, which is why I have decided to do a short tutorial. I'm going to show you the combo. We're going to do this luscious little piece here, and then I'll continue to work on this and, update you guys on the community tab. But really, the entire goal of these hair tutorials is not for you to color along the entire page with me. That's not the point. I want you to learn the technique, how to use the combo, and put it to use on anything hair related. That's the point. You got to walk away knowing I could take this purple combo and color anything. That's what I want you guys to learn, more than me doing this entire head of hair. Okay, sharpen your Brutfuners, and then get ready, because you're going to sharpen a lot. So one thing I want to note, as you'll note here, these pieces are tighter braids, similar to as they would be in here. Remember, those are going to be darker always. You want those darker. Now these big, luscious, open pieces are going to be lighter, more light exposure. Mariola Budek is excellent at, giving us tons to work with hair-wise. Let me zoom this in for you, and her grayscale. So as you can see, tons of highlight, whereas you can see over here, not. So keep that in mind. All right, let's do this. First, you're going to start with me being on screen. Okay. Take your 014, or let's just call it 14, and very lightly, so hold your pencil back. We are just going to do a base coat. And the reason we're base coating with this is because these are so creamy, they do tend to blend out really easily, on top of having to just, sharpen. Okay. Now we're going to go with 019, our darkest color. See, Mariola has told us where the shadows are. So we're just going to, as always, flick those bad boys out. I actually need to sharpen that one. Wasn't sharp enough. Now, I don't want to overlap here. That's the biggest thing. You're putting in these flicks, but do not blend out. If you are no longer seeing your flick lines, you have put too much in. Okay? 015, again, we're going from the base with this color, but flicking out a little further than our darkest color. I do not want to leave a massive highlight space here. Now this side is going to be a teensy darker because the highlight is kind of angled this way. Let's see how I'm bringing this out. And you will notice I'm not going for even flicks here. Like some are longer, some are shorter. That's the goal. All right, now take your 110, again from the base, This is why you don't want to add too many, because if you already can't see your first layer of strokes, then you're not going to see these. And the reason you want to see this in the base, oh, hello Jets. The reason you want to see this color in your base is it's kind of part of the highlight, but it helps balance out this purple color, because we're going to have like a pinkish purple. Now this one's going to come out a little further. Again, not going for any even strokes. These do get pretty dusty, I'm not going to lie. Love these pencils, just don't love them for hair. Alright, 053. This one we are not taking from the base. We're taking about midway through these flicks we've already made and bringing it closer to the center, but not touching one another. If you're touching one another, then you've just killed your highlight. See how I'm kind of just leaving that space there? And I'm going to bring them out a little further because I don't want monster space here. Okay. Now, I don't have a brush and I'm actually that lazy. I'm just going to brush it off that way. Going back to our base coat, you're going to very lightly go back in to this highlight. Do not push hard. We are not blending out. We are just adding in. There we go. All right. Now back to our darkest color. You need to darken it up a little because it's looking very light. Now again, like I said, this one is going to be lighter, but not this light. So just got to keep working it. Would this be easier with a Black Widow? Yes, because they don't need as much sharpening. Just remember to keep turning your pencil. The key to hair, turn your pencil. Okay, now we're on to 015. Now I can see all my little flicks still in here. If you can't see them, then you're adding too many layers. But just remember, don't think about it too much. Just flick away. The more you think, the more it looks like you thought about it. Alright. This one again. I'm going to cover up some of that base coat that's peeking through where we have the chunk of hair. And also get a little bit more of this purplish pink in here because it really helps that highlight. I'm going to bring a few down a little further. Okay. Have our 053. And again, this is the one that we take from kind of the middle-ish. Like, you don't have to be super precise here. Eyeball it. Again, if you think too much, it looks like you thought too much. Okay. And then back to our base coat color, I'm just using this ever so lightly to kind of fill in some gaps. Okay, let me zoom you guys out because when it's up close, it's harder to see all the loveliness. But once you have the whole head of hair and it's further away, it's a lot easier to see. But see how the highlight is still showing right there, our little shine? That's what you want. So that's the color combo. It's super simple. It is literally 5 colors. Now, I don't know if all of these are in the 72 count set. So say you do need to skip some, you could do away with, actually you could do away with these 2 and then just use these 3. You just won't have the same depth. I know on the cards these look very similar, but they aren't. This has a a little bit more blue to it, whereas the other does not, and they all kind of play nicely and balance one another out. But if you have to, you can omit some. Honestly, I don't know what's in the 72 count set, so wish I could tell you there. But yeah, guys, that is the purple hair combo. It's super easy, it's fun. Like I said, hair is kind of tricky. You do a couple and you look at it and you're like, oh, that's so ugly. But the thing is as you keep doing the hair and adding more chunks, you'll start to see it come together. Like I had initially just done this piece here and I was like, oh my gosh, this is hideous. Then I did those two on the side and I'm like, oh, this is working, and added the other one. I'm like, oh, okay. So even these big chunks, as we build up, it'll look better and better as well. So keep that in mind. But always make sure if you're standing from afar, you can still see your highlight. If your highlight is gone, then you need to break out the eraser and repair it. So I hope this color combo works out for you guys. I'm going to keep working away at this, and perhaps it'll show up in my thumbnail if I can get it all done that quickly. If not, I will show it on my community tab when I finish. This is a lot of hair. This is easily 6 hours of hair flicking. So I gotta be in the mood for that. But thank you guys so much for watching another hair tutorial with me. And until next time, take care.